Y'all motherfuckers be getting into like 3-4 wrecks in 1 week and shit like that. This ain't one of them. This is not one of them. If it wasn't your fault and shit, I'm not laughing at you, gang. Y'all, my bad, bro. Some of y'all just can't drive, gang. Not one of them, but this is for sure how I totaled my fucking car at 21. Just listen to my testimony, watch my story, gang, and y'all can judge me damn, fam.
Ran it up, boy, who can't fumble? Talking pain, bitch, I can't mumble. Got my name for pain and hunger. Got that said where we supposed to be, who used to hang with Junk.
Yo, what's good with it do, YouTube fam, man? It's your boy King, your boy sheloveskiing, back here with another video for y'all today, man. I know I did a little sit down video in a little minute, so no cap, this shit feel kind of weird sitting down in the chair right now. Like, if y'all ain't been peeping, like, in my recent videos, my stance been different and shit, cause beforehand I was always sitting in this motherfucking chair, and like recently I've been standing up making the videos for y'all and shit, just seeing if it bring a little bit like extra energy into my content and shit. So in my recent videos, let me know if y'all see a difference compared to like me sitting down in the chair making the content for y'all and me standing up. But anyways, that ain't what we're here for today, man. I'm about to come to y'all with a story time. I ain't giving y'all no story time in a long ass time, bro. Like, I think the last time I did a story time was back, when was the last time I did a story time? Matter of fact, hold up, look, I'm gonna go ahead and check real quick on my channel, bro. Like, I can see when the last time I did that shit, gang. Matter of fact, bro, like, if y'all don't be paying attention to shit, I got playlists on my channel. So if y'all ever want to binge watch me, or if y'all want to help me more, help me get my watch hours up faster, binge watch my videos, even if y'all ain't necessarily watching at the moment, like, put them on your TV, your iPad, whatever. Go to my channel, hit my playlist. I got a playlist right here that's titled all my videos, fam. Every single video that I done dropped on my channel is in this playlist right here. Hit play all and just let the video play all day, every day, you feel me? Y'all like on them videos and comment on them too if y'all actually watching though. But if you just got it planned, I appreciate you, gang. Help a nigga get his watch hours up, bro. We almost at 4K watch hours, gang. But the last time I did a story time was 3 years ago, bro. That was a long ass minute. Like, how much shit done fucking changed from 3 years ago. This video 3 years ago, I was still at ODU. That's Old Dominion University, bro. College in Norfolk, Virginia. For those of y'all that don't know, bro, like, look at that shit, gang. If that shit'll focus all the way, it might not. Look at that shit, bro. That shit was 3 years ago. My first time I got pulled over and shit. Yeah, man, I almost got charged with reckless driving on my very first ticket that I got driving, bro. That shit wild, bro. I ain't gonna spill too much. If y'all want to see that, go watch that shit. But today I'm coming to y'all with a story time on, unfortunately, how I totaled my car last year at 21 years old, gang. Before we go any further into this, bro, if you like story times, or if you like sneaker content, fashion content, jewelry videos, man, my name's King, sheloveskiing, whatever you want to call me, fam. Welcome to the channel. Go down below, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Look at my channel. There's hella other content on this page, on this channel, that you would enjoy and fuck with, bruh. Community that's growing mad fast, fam. We're gonna hit 3K subscribers soon, and we just hit 2K, so y'all run that shit up, man. This video to like 20-25 likes, man, and I'll drop another story time for y'all. Like I said, we're gonna get into how my car got totaled at when I was 21 years old. So this was last year, bruh. I remember this shit damn near vividly, bro. Like, this shit's so fucking crazy this even happening. So look, it was like March, bro. It was like springtime or some shit like that. I think it was March 22nd, as a matter of fact. March 22nd, my car got totaled. Now, if y'all ain't know, which y'all probably ain't, cause I ain't never showed it to y'all, I had a fucking 2011 Ford Fusion SE. It was all black and shit, bruh. Actually, my first car, yeah, I had driven, like, I've been driving and shit, and was driving hella other cars before. I done drove 2 different trucks for a while. I was driving a 2008 Dodge Charger for a while, but technically those was like my mom and my parents' vehicles and shit. But this was my first car that was technically in my own name and shit. The shit was almost fully paid off too. That's the shit. That's what really sucks, bruh. That's what sucked the most, bruh. Like, that car was almost fully paid off on this day, bruh. Anyways, that was a vehicle I had. I had a black 2011 Ford Fusion SE, and I'll probably put pictures of it in here somewhere throughout the video, so y'all just keep watching of the wreck and shit. But it was March 22nd, and shit, man. I had the day off. I don't know what it was. Man, I didn't even have no doctor's appointments or no shit like that. I think it was just something like the day before, something that just told me like, I'm just take the day off, spend time with my girl, and just have a rest off from work and shit. So yeah, that's really what it was. I think I just put in for PTO the day before, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna have work off the next day. So I did that shit. I went out to the store. Me and my girl went out to the store and shit. I think we went somewhere. I can't remember where we went first, and then after that we went to Kroger's and shit, gang. And we went to a Kroger's over like on the opposite side of the city and shit. We went grocery shopping. I don't remember what exactly we bought. I think we were just buying some snacks and then some little shit for dinner that night, just to go ahead and get it knocked out. I think it was around maybe 2 o'clock p.m. that day and shit, just to get outside. The weather was nice and good. It was sunny, shit like that, man. No rain, none of that. Like my type of weather that I fucking enjoy. Whenever the weather's like that, I try to at least step outside or whatever I can do to get outside, because with my job, bro, I'm in the house 24/7. So yeah, it was just one of them days, bro. Like it was feeling good outside. We just going outside, getting out the house to catch some fresh air, and just like doing shit just to be doing it, fam. Like y'all know how it be sometimes. If you feel like you be cooped up in the house all the goddamn time, and then you see some good ass weather and shit, like you get tired of being in the house sometimes, or at least I do. And I know a lot of y'all could probably relate, and it's just be like, I don't even know what to do. I don't really got nothing I need to do. Shit, let's just go outside, figure something out. Let's just, I don't know, enjoy what God, the good weather God has given us today. You feel me? Like that's really how it be sometimes. So that's kind of what type tip we was on that day. So we were just out chilling and about and shit. Like I said, we went to the grocery store, got some shit, some little snacks, got some shit for dinner that night and everything, man. And we were just kicking it, whatever. We was probably out for a good 2 hours, some shit like that, man. And then we decided to come home or whatever. I think we might have even went to the park that day or something for a couple minutes. Nah, I don't think we did. After the store and shit, after we went whoop-de-whoop, doing our little errands, whatever the case may be, just being outside, we said, all right, we're gonna come back to the crib, finish kicking it in the house for the rest of the day and shit. We pulling up to the crib and everything and shit. Like around here where I'm from, Roanoke, Virginia, most of the streets, most of the regular like residential streets, it's like speed limit like 35 miles per hour and shit. So I was doing that or whatever to pull into our crib. Like sometimes the traffic be heavy and shit, for real. So to pull into our crib and shit, we get going. Now peep me, I'm a nigga, which a lot of my guys, women, y'all might be able to relate to, but y'all don't be like paying attention as much as us niggas doing shit. Like not even on no, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Just I feel like niggas pay more attention in general to everything than women do. When I drive, bro, I pay attention to a lot of shit. My sides, my front, my back, all that shit. Like how a lot of drivers supposed to and shit. But I don't know, I got a good eye to pay attention and watch it, even if I'm not really looking for it. If y'all get what I'm saying, like I might just be yapping too much, fuck it. But y'all get what I'm saying. If y'all do, y'all don't, fuck it. Peep gang, I was driving, bruh, and to get to our crib, like we was away a little bit, you feel me? So I was going and shit, and we had to come down this motherfucking street, bro. I came down the street, had a little stop, whatever, boop to boop, did that. Now I turned to get towards the street and shit that like our crib is on and everything, you feel me? And I peep when I turn and shit, all the way down the street, there's an intersection of where other streets meet at and shit. And it's like I could still see when I made the turn. Of course, I had to look both ways and make sure ain't nobody coming so I could turn onto that street. I turn onto that street, right, and I see all the way in the back that there's this fat ass tidy truck all the way down the street. Keep in mind, they are all the way down the street. Like, I don't know how to explain this shit to y'all. Like, for real. Imagine, I don't even know how to explain it to y'all, bro. These niggas was literally all the way down the street, like a good, at least half a mile away still, bro. Like, when I make the turn and shit. So when I make that turn, it's a tidy truck all the way down the street, about a good half a mile away, bro. I could see them in the rear view mirror. I saw them before I made my fucking turn and shit, bro. Again, speed limit's only 35 miles per hour. You feel me? Pop out. It wasn't like I just jumped in front of their ass or nothing. Like I said, they were half a mile of fucking away, bro. Half a fucking mile away, bro. So I hop out and shit, pop into my turn. I go, I'm going, I'm peeping, whatever. I'm still paying attention because I'm like, alright, this nigga look like he was doing the speed limit. As the nigga keep getting closer and closer, it's like, alright, is this nigga gonna stop? Now, to pull into our crib, like I said, we'd be on a busy ass street sometimes. It'd be a busy ass street, you feel me? So I had to stop so that way I could wait and let like the ongoing traffic on the other lane go, so that way I could cross over that street and get into the motherfucking crib, like our parking lot and shit. So I did that. I had to stop and sit right there for a little minute because it was, traffic was heavy as fuck that day, heavier than I had ever seen it right there, no cap. Like, God forbid the day like this bullshit happened, heavy traffic and shit, you feel me? So as I'm doing that, as we sitting, I'm still looking in my rear view mirror and shit, like I'm looking up and shit to make sure like nigga gonna stop, because a lot of motherfuckers around here in Roanoke, Salem, whatever the fuck you want to call it, a lot of y'all cannot drive on my mama. Like, y'all do not, y'all cannot fucking drive, gang. Like, the shit is crazy, bro. The shit is ridiculous. A lot of y'all cannot fucking drive, but I just be paying mad attention because of shit like that. Because if a nigga gonna hit my shit, bro, like I'ma get my shit, you feel me? Like I'ma get what's due, you feel me? I'm just paying attention, looking at my rearview mirror and shit, and I'm watching and watching. Again, like I said, this nigga was half a mile down the street when I made the fucking turn. Half a mile down the street. He's in a fat ass tidy truck, and I don't just mean a regular like fucking pickup truck or a regular box truck and none of that shit, man. He was in one of them fucking cement roller trucks, bro. If you know, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like that shit that got the whirly shit on the back of it. Like that shit roll with cement on the back of it while you drive it. He was on one of them trucks. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find one, just so I make sure y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about, good. He was in one of these type shit, bruh. One of these bitches. With that shit right there on the back, that shit whirl and whirl and whirl, bruh. That shit on the back whirl and whirl and whirl with cement and shit. A cement roller truck. Bro, that nigga was in one of them. With the Tidy Enterprises company. I think it's spelled like T-I-D-Y. I don't fucking remember. I think that's how you spell it, but he was in one of them shits. I'm in a little old 2011. Me and my girl is in a little old 2011 Ford Fusion SE, bruh. And I'm paying attention in my rearview mirror, fam. Paying attention. This nigga was half a mile down the street. I know I keep saying it, but I'm putting emphasis on the shit because, bro, the shit still amazes the fuck out of me, gang. Like, how do you do that? How? Nigga was half a mile down the street. I make my turn onto the street. We whoop de whoop. We're going. Then we gotta stop and sit and wait so we can turn into our shit, so we can get all the way to the crib. You feel me? Now y'all probably already know where this is going, bruh. While we sitting right there, this nigga makes it all the way from half a mile down the street. And when I say half a mile, I'm not over exaggerating. On my mama, I'm not over exaggerating at all. While we're sitting right there just waiting for our chance to make the fucking turn, because traffic is heavy as fuck on the other lane, this nigga makes it all the way from half a mile down the street in this big ass fat ass Tidy Enterprises cement roller truck. I see the nigga getting closer and closer, bruh. I'm like, alright, is the nigga gonna stop? The nigga gonna stop. My girl all up in her fucking phone and shit or whatever. I'm watching in the rearview mirror, looking back and forth. I'm looking in the rearview mirror, looking in the side mirror just to make sure, like, is the rearview mirror just throwing me off, like, or is the side view mirror looking like the nigga still coming fast as fuck too, bruh? Like, not slowing down. I'm checking. Alright, nah. Then I come to the conclusion, like, nah, I'm not tripping, gang. I ain't tripping. I lie to you not. This nigga gets about 200 feet away from us. He's behind us, nigga. We're here. This nigga 200 feet away from us, bruh. Then I see like the truck stop for a second, like it hit one of them, like as if the nigga threw his foot down on the brake. Y'all know what the fuck that looked like in the car. That threw his foot down on the brake, like the nigga just realized, oh shit, it's a nigga sitting right there, gang. Oh shit, now you see, nigga. Now you see, gang. So I see the motherfucking truck hit one of these. It started slowing down. It was a little bit longer than that. It was like that. So I'm thinking, all right, the nigga slowing down. Hopefully this nigga brakes can hold it. But keep in mind, I've been watching the whole time, so I already seen this shit coming. I kind of already knew. No, nigga, I knew he was gonna hit her ass. Our girl was all up in her phone and shit, but she had her back all the way to the seatbelt and everything was on and shit. Luckily, she was sitting all the way back, not sitting up, none of that extra shit. So it's like, at the end of the day, it was pointless for me to say something to her, because if y'all know women, or especially like if your girl is like how my girl is, if I would have said something to her, her anxiety, stress, everything would have shot rocket all at one fucking time, bruh. And that wouldn't have did shit but made shit even fucking worse, like mentally and emotionally for her ass, or would have caused some sporadic shit. Like my girl the type, she might have tried to fucking hurry up and open the door and jump out the fucking car and run out or some shit. Like I don't know, I don't fucking know, bro, but just mentally and emotionally that shit would not have been the best. So I'm like, I'm just watching, I'm like, oh, I hope this nigga brakes can stop that big ass shit in time, but I'm knowing that shit probably is not. So I'm watching, but I don't say nothing to my girl because I'm just like, whatever happened right now is what's gonna happen and shit. I just kind of look at her to see if she ever gonna look up and peep all the way, and she don't. So I start thinking in my head, I pray in my head and shit. I don't say nothing out loud so that way it don't trigger her or throw her off or nothing, and I just watch. So I see the nigga shit jerk like this, it go, and then it's like the shit stopped, like the nigga took his foot off the brakes as if we started moving or some shit. Gang, I'm sitting right there so fucking still, like we might as well should have been in park. I should have just put my shit up in park, gang. That's how much the traffic was on the other side. I didn't take my foot off the brake or nothing. I couldn't go nowhere at all. Go nowhere. And it's like where I was at, yeah, I could have maybe tried to put my foot on the gas and like take off, but the way that nigga was coming, it wouldn't have helped. Plus I would have probably, like the way where we was at, it probably would have cost me to hit somebody else, and then shit would have been my liability. You feel me? Like I'm not doing that shit, gang. Nigga comes, the nigga, then it's like the shit jerk. Like he put his foot on the brake for a second, and then the shit go back to going like damn near full speed. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit. Next thing you know, boom. I'm like, God. Now the crazy thing is that fucking Ford Fusion held up good like a motherfucker. Like clearly that nigga smacked that ass, bro. That shit was. Luckily, bro, God was looking over us that day. It still amazed me that this shit happened on my fucking day off, bro. Like it was supposed to be a cool, relaxing ass day, bruh. This shit happened on my day off. Like that shit made me feel like, am I just not supposed to have a day off, gang? Like, am I just not? What are you trying to tell me, gang? Like, what the fuck? So clearly that nigga smacking to the back of the ass, bruh. Now when I saw him coming to get closer, I kind of tried to like turn the wheel a little bit to angle it a little bit different to help the impact, gang, because again, like I said, I'm in a little ass 2011 Ford Fusion. I don't think that shit that heavy and shit, especially not compared to one of them big ass tidy cement roller trucks and shit, bro. But where we was at and shit, it's like it's kind of not really a hill on the side of the road, but it's kind of like a hill or a dip on the side of the road a little bit. Not like super major, but it's bad enough to where if that car would have moved enough and I ain't have control of the wheel enough, of course, when I saw that nigga coming hard and knew he was gonna hit us, I gripped that shit hard as fuck. Like, nigga, I went from, they see me rolling, they hating, patrolling, they trying to catch me riding, dirty face ass. I went from just cooling to, yeah, nigga, straight 10 and 2 o'clock, gang. That's how you had a nigga feeling, because I'm like, I'm not finna let this bitch flip all the way on us. If it do, it's because I couldn't do nothing more to try to help the situation, you feel me? Finna let this shit flip on us. I ain't finna get tossed all the way to the motherfucking side and shit, and motherfucking my girl end up hella fucked up or no shit. I ain't going for that. So I gripped that steering wheel tight as shit with all my motherfucking strength. Nigga, I was flexing in that bitch like, what LeBron James be doing? Face ass. Nigga, I was doing that shit, gang, to the goddamn steering wheel. I'm gripping that bitch hard as fuck, and that nigga, luckily, like, the shit hit us in the back and it tore my whole rear bumper off damn near. I ended up with frame damage and everything, but look, I'm gonna talk to y'all about that in a second, like the aftermath. That shit happened, bruh, and the car, the Fusion went over to the right side a little bit. Luckily, we didn't skirt and fall like all the way down into the little ditch type shit. Shit really stood still for the most part, but we still slid over a little bit. Again, with that type of impact, with the speed the nigga was going, what he driving compared to what we driving, that shit ain't nothing. Like, shit could have been way worse for us, for my girl, everything. Unfortunately, most of the impact, I think, did occur on my girl's side just because of, like, I peeped the nigga, he tried to, like, move the shit to the right side a little bit, but then I guess he rethought about it and shit, because if he would have moved his shit to the right side even more with the speed that he was going, even though, why are you speeding like that? And you see us sitting there still, fucking dumbass. But with the speed he was going, like, if he would have really went all the way, that nigga would have been all the way on the side of the road. Like, tidy cement truck flipped over, nigga, bye bye. You feel me? I ain't even trying to be funny, just real shit. But it was straight for the most part and everything. Nothing major, no major like injuries to me or my girl, no shit like that. But my car did end up totaled and shit. So after that, of course, we had to pull over to the side. That nigga just worked for the company. He not an owner, none of that shit, of course, which is what I expected. So he ended up having to call a specific insurance person or whoever from his job. They had to come out so I could get their information, their insurance information for the company and all that shit. I got his information. I got his higher up who came out, got the info, got pictures of the incident, timestamps, all that. Got police to come out so that way they can report it and everything. Cause what we not gonna do, like, bro, like, I'm gonna make sure this shit in the record. I don't give a fuck, bro. Cause if I have to take y'all to court or we gotta do this insurance shit, like, y'all not gonna come back saying shit ain't happened that. You got me fucked up, gang. Y'all just totaled my shit, gang. Did all that shit on the side of the road, everything. Police came out, his higher up came out, got all the proper information, got the police report, got it written down, all that shit, got it exchanged, all that. So we started taking those measures, everything. Whoop-de-whoop. I called my folks and shit and let them know what's going on. Of course, my folks just checking up on us, making sure we straight and everything. Luckily, my girl mom and shit had just got off work, some shit, so she pulled up on us too, with her siblings and shit, because she was picking them up, whatever the case may be, just make sure we was straight, shit like that. Whoop-de-whoop. He was probably sitting on the side of the road for like a good hour and a half, some shit like that, just cause it took forever for the nigga higher up to come and shit. Like, I was getting pissed off, but I was already pissed, of course. My car totaled, gang. Bro, I had 2 bands left to pay on that fucking car, and the shit would have been paid off. 2 bands, gang. Fucking crazy, bro. There for like a good hour and a half, 2 hours, got all that info, all that shit. After that, my folks, they talked me into like getting us to just go to the ER and shit. My car was totaled, but it wasn't to the point where I still couldn't like drive it good enough at least to get us to the ER. Like, the shit had frame damage and everything on my rear bumper and shit like that. But as far as like the axles or the tires, shit like that, most of that shit seemed fine enough to where I could drive us to the emergency room to get checked up. Because if y'all don't know, like, with a lot of car accidents, for some people, shit like whiplash and shit like that, it doesn't always occur suddenly. You can like get in a car accident and not feel nothing at that very moment because of adrenaline, whatever the case may be, shit like that. And when your adrenaline and all that shit lower, like, you can start getting stiff, like your neck, you can get headaches, pain, all that shit. So my folks, my mom working in the medical field and shit, she like talked me into taking us to the ER and shit. So I did that. Was feeling fine and good and shit for the most part. My girl was already aching a little bit in her neck and shit, had a headache and all that shit. So I am glad that my mom talked me into like taking us there, because she started getting a headache and shit kind of as we were on the way there. We got some pain meds, some muscle relaxers, which some bitch worked like for real. Next day I was off for work for a few days and shit, popping them muscle relaxers because I was stiff as fuck the next day. Like, that first day I was cool, I was feeling, I'm like, man, that shit wasn't really nothing, woody woo. That next day I woke up, my shit was stiff as fuck, gang. Like, that shit, you would have think nigga Popeye punched me in my fucking neck or something, bro. Like, that shit was crazy as hell. So them muscle relaxers and pain relievers, they definitely came in clutch, fam. At the end of the day, I was off for work the next couple of days. My girl was too. We was just chilling in the house till we felt better and all that shit. Luckily my job, like, they was cool with that and everything, which they ain't really had no fucking choice. I got a police report, everything. Like, y'all know jobs can be dickheads sometimes though. Like, they could be fucking dickheads. So we did all that shit, whoop-de-whoop. But at the end of the day, my car was fucking total. I got frame damage in that 2011 Ford Fusion. I ended up having to get that shit, like, insurance had to come scoop that bitch. It was total. So I did get money from the fucking company, the insurance company. We did get settlements and all that shit going. 2011 Ford Fusion SE, I only had 2 bands left on it, bruh. I know that shit, like, not the best car and shit, so that's not really the purpose of this video. It's just, I know I talked about it in one of my videos too, or maybe a few. Like, I let y'all know once I started recording back after that accident, kind of what had happened and shit, but I never gave y'all the full story time. Like, at the end of the day, that shit was fucking crazy, because not only was it my day off, but first off, the nigga, how did you fuck up that bad? Like I said, it wasn't the best car, but at the end of the day, it was my very first car in my name, and I only had 2 bands left to pay on it. Like, And the way I had shit set up, I was gonna pay that shit off in another like 2, maybe 3 checks, bro, because I was ready to go ahead and just finish paying it off, because I was gonna trade it in, make some other moves and shit, bro. Shit crazy, gang. It just amazes me how that shit happened. Like, shit fucking weird, bro. That shit threw me off so bad. And then of course after that, I ended up getting another car in like fucking what, May or some shit. Still driving that shit for a little minute, because we ain't had no fucking choice. The insurance took so long to give us our fucking money and shit and come get the total car and shit, bro. Like, that shit took like a month and a half, bro. So we was still driving that shit and everything. My girl was still driving that shit to get to work and all that shit. Like, we ain't had no choice, nigga. Rear bumper, like I said, I had frame damage on the car, but the rear bumper was still like, it was broken on one side and still holding on the other. So I got duct tape on some ghetto hood shit. Got some fucking duct tape the fuck out of that bitch, just so it would stay still for the most part and shit. And we was whipping that bitch like it was nothing, but that bitch was totaled, gang. The engine and everything was just still going. Like, the shit, everything mechanic wise seemed fine besides the damage and all that shit, bro. Shit could have been a lot fucking worse, but like I said, I think God was just looking over us that day. I also found out that nigga, I told my mom the nigga name and everything, and she was like, she said some shit like, cause we got some family that got the same last name of the dude, and I was describing how the dude looked and all that shit. Motherfuckers was researching shit, and bro, come to find out that nigga might be my fucking cousin. Not like a straight up first blood, like not a straight up first cousin and shit like that, but me and that nigga might be related. So honestly, I don't really give 2 fucks if I'm being real, but folks never be saying, if I ain't grow up with you at grandma, auntie house, shit like that, nigga, I don't give a damn if we cousins like that. I ain't been knowing you, bro, and shit, I don't know you now, bro, you feel me? I just want to go ahead and give y'all that little story time, bro. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know if y'all want some other story times on this channel. I know I don't talk to y'all too much about like my own personal life and shit that's going on in my personal life and shit like that, but I feel like this would be a little bit of a like insight, or just opening up to y'all, like just letting y'all see some other sides of me and shit, bro. And I know some of y'all was asking for it once I explained in one of them videos, like we had got into a car incident and shit like that. I remember one subscriber vividly that was like, I'm glad you good, all that shit type shit, and I appreciate you, fam. I forgot your name though, but I appreciate you if you watching this. Shit was a crazy experience, not gonna lie, bro. Like, crazy experience, bro, real shit. I'm gonna drop some more content for y'all here soon. If y'all fuck with the story time, go down below, drop a like, comment, and subscribe, bro. If I still got the pictures or videos of the damage, I'm gonna go ahead and insert them bitches right now after this, bro. Love y'all, stay tuned, subscribe, 3K on the way. Let's get it, man.